Hey mermaids, if you like what you hear, please subscribe. It will encourage me to create more content for you. And also check out my Instagram and Reddit. Oh, you are finally awake. You have been out for several hours. I was worried that I might have put too many sleeping drugs in your Red Bull, but I'm glad that you are awake. There is no use of struggling, sweetheart. I tied you on that chair I just brought from IKEA for $10 really hard. I tied the rope 5 times, plus I added some chains with a lot of padlocks on them, so there is no way you could escape. I'm sorry, I can't understand you with that tape on your mouth. Let me take it off for you. I still can't understand you. Oh, that's right. There is still a gag inside your mouth, silly me. Let me take it off for you. There you go. You can speak clearly now. Though I suggest you don't try to scream, because if you do, I am forced to use this machine that will make you shut up. I called it as shut your damn mouth inator. I know. It's just a frying pan, but a frying pan to the head is enough to make anyone keep their mouth shut, including you. So, if I were you, I would just stay silent. Unless you want to get a bonk on the head with a frying pan. A wise choice. You are quite smart. I like that about you. Now, I know all the questions you are going to be asking because I know this isn't your first time going on this type of stuff. Where are you? How do you get here? Who am I? Why you are here? Am I going to hurt you? Will I ever let you go? All that stuff. First, where are you? Well, you are in my basement. I paid some people to build this basement a few months ago, just so I can keep you here. Trust me, it cost me a lot of money to build this basement. I thought it would be cheaper since you just mine toward the bottom of the house. That's how you build a basement, right? Just mine downward and put a lot of stuff in it. Well, it doesn't matter. What matters now is that you are here with me. I will do anything for you. Even building a basement in my home to keep you safe. The second question, how do you get here? Well, as I said before, I put sleeping pills in your Red Bull. Then after you got knocked out, I brought you here, just as easy as that. How do I get into your home in the first place? Well, through the front door, of course. Well, yeah, you did lock the door, but your door lock is so weak. I could pick it with just a paper clip and a pocket knife. I learned how to do it from a certain lawyer on YouTube. What type of lawyer? The lock picking type, I guess. But that doesn't matter. By the way, I'm not recommending your current lock if you are looking for good security for your home. I hope you didn't buy that lock for money than $1. Cause if you do, you are just got scammed. How did no one saw me? Well, actually, there are a lot of people that saw me. But I just told them I'm your locksmith trying to fix your lock and they just go away. There are also some people that know that I'm trying to break in, but they just don't care. Some even wish me a good luck. What a nice neighborhood you lived in. Anyway, after a few minutes, I finally managed to get into your house. I head straight to your room. Then I see you playing games on your PC. You were looking so adorable when you were ragging in front of your monitor because you can't beat the boss on Elder Ring. I watched you for about an hour. Then you got up from your chair to go to the bathroom. I was panicking because you got up so suddenly. Good thing you have a lot of life-size anime figures, so I just stood still and pretended to be one of them. And it worked. You just stared at me for a few seconds and proceeded to the bathroom. When you went to the bathroom, I quickly put 10 sleeping pills inside your Red Bull, then got back to pretending as your life-size anime figure again. 14 minutes and 32 seconds later, you came back and sat on your desk again. But after you sat down, you just looked at the monitor for a few seconds. Then your face planted your keyboard and you fall asleep after that. It was 3 a.m. in the morning, so you must be very tired at that time. I could just take you with me right away, but I don't want to risk waking you up. So I just made you drink the Red Bull with the sleeping pill on it while you were asleep. After that, I tried to carry you on my back, but you were really heavy. So I just dragged you onto the floor. Going down the stairs is very tough. Sorry about the bruises, by the way. I then take you to my car that I parked conveniently in front of your house. I tried to put you in my car, but you were really heavy, so I struggled quite a bit. Fortunately, a cop was patrolling the area. I asked him for help to get you inside my car. I told him that I want to bring you to the hospital because you passed out from too much of Red Bull. He helps me put you in the car. After that, I drive you to my house. It was about an hour's drive. When we arrived, I immediately realized a new problem. I need to bring you inside. Fortunately, my neighbor helped me take you inside. What a nice young girl. So, after that, I took you to my basement, tied you up on this chair with some ropes and chains, put a gag in your mouth, put a tape over it, and here you are. Why did no one stop me? I don't know. Either I'm just lucky or the writer runs out of ideas of what to write. What do I mean by that? Don't think about it too much. Anyway, the third most common question that I know you are going to ask when you got kidnapped by someone is, who am I? Well, to be honest, that's quite a silly question. Don't you remember me? No. Oh, that makes me sad. But don't worry. Let me remind you. We met in front of that cat cafe near your house. I remember exactly the date. It was 29th May 2021 at 4:49 p.m. At that time, it was so crowded, people bumping into each other, and it was really hard to walk between all of those people. It was really a busy street at that time. At that time, we accidentally bumped into each other and we made eye contact for 0.69420 seconds. In that 0.69420 seconds, I looked into your eyes and I could see that you were my destined soulmate. I can already imagine our future together. We are going to get married and live in a cabin on a mountain. And then we are going to have 4 kids, 8 grandchildren and 16 great-grandchildren. We are going to live together until we are 96 years old or longer. If we are lucky, it's going to be a perfect life. Just you and me creating a big, happy family. Of course, I'm serious. That's what true love is. And naturally, if you really love someone, you want to stay by their side the whole time. So it's only logical to kidnap you and keep you here. Because that way, you could stay with them together forever. It's only illegal if you get caught. So far, no one trying to catch me, so there is no problem. Oh, your family? Don't worry about them. I already asked their consent to kidnap you beforehand. They said they would love for me to take you because they have been waiting for you to get significant other for so long. Oh, by the way, your mom is a very lovely person. She offered me help to kidnap you, but I don't want to trouble her even more, so I declined the offer. Yep, I'm serious. Anyway, your next question is why you are here. Well, you should have already known the answer by now, but I don't mind explaining it to you. You are here because I kidnapped you, obviously. I want you to always stay by my side. And what better way to keep you by my side other than kidnapping you and keeping you here? Yeah, I could ask you out, but I can't do that. It's too much for me. The fact that I need to talk directly in front of your face to confess my feelings, it scared me so much. Kidnapping you is so much easier. Yeah, it's so much easier. I mean, kidnapping people is obviously much easier than talking to people. When talking to people, you need to actually talk to them, and there's a possibility that they will reject you. But when you are kidnapping people, you don't need to actually talk to them. You just need to bonk them in the head or give them some sleeping pills. Then take them to the place of your choice, tie them up, and then prop it. And you don't need to worry about rejection since they have no choice anyway. Quite easy, right? Well, yeah, you could say that you don't like me now, but Stockholm Syndrome is really a powerful thing. It's all only a matter of time and we have a lot of time. How long will I wait? As long as it needs to be. I know you are going to fall for me eventually. Sure, it's from mental breakdown from staying in this basement for too long. And maybe some manipulation and threatening here and there. But hey, you know what they say? Love is love after all. Don't worry, I already watched a lot of videos about Stockholm Syndrome on YouTube. I also watched a lot of Yandere Audi's role plays too. Seriously, there were tons of them. So I have a pretty good knowledge of what I'm doing. So, don't worry, I'm going to make you fall for me in no time. And if it doesn't work, as I said before, we have a lot of time. Okay then, the next question you are going to ask is, will I hurt you? Well, it depends on the situation really. If you behave, then I wouldn't hurt you. If you misbehave, then I have no choice but to hurt you. But there are certain people that like to be hurt for some reason. So, if you are into that, I will still hurt you even when you are behaving. Then again, if you enjoy getting hurt, then punishing you by hurting you wouldn't be effective. I guess if that's the case, I have to find another way of punishing you. Maybe by giving you compliments or giving you a lot of head pats. That should work as a punishment, right? Okay, the last question is, will I ever let you go? Well, no. Anyway, I think that answers all of your questions. Do you have any other questions you want to ask, darling? Don't actually answer that. He's starting to run out of ideas and his sanity is running low. So it's best for you to not ask any more questions. Who is he? Don't think too much about it. The point is, there is nothing you can do to escape. We are meant to be together. And nothing can separate us. You will stay here forever whether you like it or not. You could protest all you want, but none of your words is going to change my mind. I'm planning all of this for a long time, so I'm not going to let you go that easily. I mean, seriously, I spent so much time stalking you and finding literally everything about you. I also spent quite a lot of money on this basement and some other stuff. So, releasing you is going to be a waste of money and time. I think you could understand this. Now, if you excuse me, I need to go somewhere. I'm not sure where, but it's somewhere. And while I'm going somewhere, I'm asking you politely to not try to escape. If you try to escape, I will be so sad. And if I'm sad, I will go mad. And if I go mad, you are not going to like what happens next. What will you do when I'm gone? I don't know, anything I guess. You could do anything as long as it's not an attempt of escaping. Maybe while you are waiting, you could imagine our future together. I think that would entertain you. Your own imagination is the best playground after all. I'm gonna bring you some food after I come back. You must be hungry after all that kidnapping stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to leave you here all alone for a few minutes. And you are not going to try to escape even though you had the choice. Because that's how it always goes. And even if you manage to escape, I will always find you and bring you back here again and again. Because that's how it always goes. And you will love me eventually because that's how it always goes. Right? Bye, my love. I will be back in a moment. Bye.